Hello students, today we will learn about the variables in C. So the variables are the important part of the C programming language. In C programming language, a variable is a user-defined or user-readable custom name assigned to a particular memory locations. Variables hold a value that can be modified and reused many times during the program execution. The variables are having a specific data types and which determine the size and the layout of the variable into the memory. This size will define the range of the values that will be stored within the memory. The variable can be an alphabet or digit and it will start with an underscore, but you cannot declare a keyword as a variable name. So there are different types of variables are there: character variable, integer variable, float, double and void. These are the different data types available for the variables. In the character data type, you can store a single character information. Into the integer data type, you can store the natural size of integer number. In the floating point number you can store, and in the double precision floating point number you can save. And void represent the absence of data type, means when you don't have a data type or you don't have to give a special data type or value for that particular variable defined as a void. The syntax of variable is like, first you have to declare the variable. So whenever a simple parameters are considered to declare a variable in the C programming languages, and these parameters are nothing but, first you have to type the data type and the variable name, and then equal to you have to give the value. So this is nothing but the defining a single variable along with the declaration. Or you can define the multiple variable in a single line which having the same data type. So that is nothing but data type variables name. So variable name 1, variable name 2. In this case, the variable name 1 and variable name 2 are of same data type. So data type can be of integer, character, float, double or void. The variable name, which the name of the variable given by the user, and the value which you have to assign for the particular variable. So this is the syntax of the variable. Now when you say the syntax, we'll see the examples of the variable. So suppose you have declared int var. So it is an integer type variable and the name of the variable is var, var, var. And the data type of this var is integer. Second example is character A. So name of the variable is A and is of character data type. Third variable is FFF, is the name of the variable and the float is the data type. So in this way, you can define the variable with the help of data type and the variable name, and when you have to initialize some value to it, you have to define it which is equal to the value of that particular variable. So there will be the three different aspects of defining a variable. First is the variable declaration, variable assignments and variable initialization. Variable declaration means you have to just declare the variable along with the data type. For example, integer var or character var2 means you are just declaring the variable along with the data type, means for which data type you require the variable. Variable assignments means you are assigning some value to your variable. For example, I have written here var equal to 10 or var2 equal to 20, means 10 value will be assigned to the var, 20 value will be assigned to the var2 variable. The next is a variable initialization. Means variable initialization is the combination of declaration along with the assignment. Means in the same line we are declaring the variable along with the data type and we are defining the value of that particular variable. So integer var equal to 10. So 10 value, first we are creating the var variable of integer type and 10 value will be assigned to that particular variable. The difference between the variable initialization and assignments is like this. So variable initialization means int a equal to 10 and variable assignments when a equal to 10. The difference between these two is when you say variable initialization, that time you are declaring a variable of integer type, means you are declaring a new variable, and by that new variable you are assigning the value. And when it is assignment, means the variable is already created and you are just assigning the value to it. So this is the difference between the variable initialization and assignment. There are certain rules when you are giving the name to the particular variable. The first rule is the variable name always start with alphabets, digits or underscore. The second rule, variable name must start with alphabet or underscore only. It cannot start with a digit. So variable can contain alphabet, digit and underscore, but you have to start the variable with the help of alphabet and underscore. You cannot start it with the digit. Also, space is not allowed in the variable name. Means if your variable name is of two words, so between that two words the space is not allowed. If you have to use two different words, so you can use underscore there. Then variable name must not be any reserved word or keyword. So in the last lectures, in the last video, we learn about the keywords, which are the different 32 keywords are there in the C language. So that keyword you cannot use as a variable name. Apart from that, you can use any variable name for the particular variable. These are the some valid and invalid names of the variable. So the valid names are like underscore and then Srujan is there. Srujan underscore Pujari is there, or it is a combination of alphanumeric value or alphanumeric with underscore value, then it is allowed. Invalid names means the space is not allowed, means Srujan and Pujari is there but space is given, so this space is not allowed. If you are starting with the number, then also it is not allowed. Or if you are using the special keywords like go to, for or switch, so these keywords we cannot use as a name of the particular variable. So these are the different data types available into the C. So the primary data types are integer, character, floating point, double floating point and void. The derived data types means we are creating user creating some derived data types are function, array, pointer and references. And user defined data type means user are creating, so that is the class, structure, union, enum and type them. We'll see the primary data type in C. So these are the some different data types along with their sizes, their range and their format specifiers are there. Generally we are using integer, character, float and double. So integer having the 4 size with having the %d as a format specifier. Then float having the 4 size and having the %f as a format specifier. Double having 8 size and the format specifier is %lf. So these are the and character having 1 size and %c is the format specifier. So these are the 4 different main data types which we are using. If you have to use along with this data type, if you have to use some sign language, means negative and positive numbers you have to use, so that time according to the size which number you have to store into that particular variable, so you can change the data type. Like for example number, if you have to store the large number, so you can use unsigned integer, or if you have to use signed number, so you can use the long integer or short integer. So according to the range of the variable you can choose your data type of the variable. Now first we'll see the integer data type. As we see, the integer is the main data type where the numbers will be stored into the variables. The size required is 4 byte and the format specifier is %d. These integers can be divided into the unsigned integer, short integer, long integer and unsigned short integer, which we already see in the table. So example of integer data type, like how we have to use it. So I have written here one simple program. So hash include stdio.h integer main. One variable is declared. The name of the variable is integer a, which is equal to 9. So 9 value is defined, is assigned to the variable a. So this is the variable initialization, means creation of the variable along with the assignment. So integer a variable is created and 9 value is assigned to it. And then we are using the printf statement to display the value of the a. So integer value with positive data. So as the variable is of integer type, we have used the format specifier as a %d, comma, which variable we want to display the value. So a. So a is written here. So this %d is replaced with the value of a, and that is nothing but 9. So this is the output of the program. It will display the 9 value of a. Now this is the another example if we are using different value to the particular variable. So suppose integer a equal to 9, integer b equal to -9, integer c equal to 89u, and long integer d equal to 99998l. So according to the different size of the numbers, we have used it. So now first, if you have to display the size of integer a, we have used %d. Negative data, again we have used %d. Now if you see the variable c, I have defined 89u. So it is the unsigned integer, and that's why the format specifier is %u for the c variable. And for the d variable, it is the long integer because we have specified here L. L is for the long integer, and that's why the value is assigned to this, and this is the output of the program. So according to the different integer sizes of the numbers, the format specifier may be changed, and accordingly you have to assign the value. Now the character data type. Character data type is used to store a single character into the variable. So the size is limited, which is 1 byte, and the format specifier is %c. The syntax is character and the variable name. We'll see with the help of example. So in the program, we have created one variable, character a, and assigning the value is a. Now if you see in the last program, we have assigning the number as it is, but now this is a character, means what alphabets we are giving. So whenever there is a character or string we have to give to the particular variable, you have to put in a double quote. So always character variable are assigned with the help of double quote operator. So double quote means the small a is assigned to the variable a. So we have displayed the value of a, and as it is a character data type of the variable a, we have used here %c, and we are displaying the value of a, and that's why a will be displayed. Now if we are just simply changing the format specifier, instead of %c, if we are putting %d, then it will display the ASCII value of that small a. Okay. All right. Now see, if I have created one more variable, uh, character c. So character a, the first variable where a is assigned to it, and then I have created the character c. Now first I have displayed the value of character a %c. So obviously a will be displayed, which we have did in the last program. Now I have increment the value of plus a. A plus plus means increment the value of a by 1. So as I told you earlier, whenever you are assigning the any character to the particular variable, and if we are putting %d, it will give the ASCII value. So in the backend, working of the C language will be on the ASCII value. So when we are doing a plus plus, the ASCII value will get incremented, and for that respective ASCII value, what is the character to be stored, and that will be assigned to a. So that's why whenever you are doing increment, the value will be b. So previously a will be displayed, and after that the b will be displayed. So this is the output of the character data type. Now same way, uh, we are uh, we are declaring the variable a with a value and displaying the value of it. We are incrementing and again displaying the value. It is same like the previous one, means value of a is a, value of a after increment is b. Now I have assigned c equal to 99. Okay. Now c is a character variable, but value is assigned to 99. So 99 is the value of ASCII value of the character c, small c. So that's why whenever you say value of c, so it will display c. So C is assigned ASCII value which correspond to the character C, because A is 97, B is 98, and C is 99. So C will be printed, and that's why your output is value of C is C. So whenever the particular character will be stored into the variable, in the backend, the compiler will consider the ASCII value of that particular alphabet. Again, the ASCII value of the small letters and the capital letters are different. Float data type. When you have to store the floating point value into the particular variable, where the decimal point and exponential values will be there, you have to declare that variable as a float data type. The size of this data type is 4 bytes and the format specifier is %f. So whenever you have to define it as a floating point, you just have to define the variable like float a equal to floating point value, and f you have to give at the last so that it will be considered as the floating point value. So see here, the a equal to 9.0 we have assigned, b equal to 2.5 is assigned, and c equal to 2e minus 4f is assigned. So 2e minus 4 is nothing but 2 into 10 raised to 4, and then minus 2 raised to minus 4 is there, and that value will get calculated and that value will be assigned to C. So after the execution, this will be your output. So A is as it is, B is as it is, and after calculation of 2 into 10 raised to minus 4, that will be executed here. So these are the float data type. Now double data type is same like the float data type, only the range will be different. Range will be higher. The float will be the 32-bit decimal number, and the double will be the 64-bit decimal number, and that's why its size will be the 8 byte, and the format specified is %lf. Okay, it is same like how we did in the float. So you have to define double variable a and assign the value, double b assign the value, double c and assign the value, and just displaying the value of abc with the help of %lf format specifier, which we are using to display the double data type. So this is your output. Now the size of data type in C. So what is the use of size of? Size of is nothing but the operator which is used to check the size of the particular uh, data type of the variable which you are using. So it is used to calculate the amount of storage required to store an object of a specific data type. Generally, it is the kind of the operator, and which is used for the unary operator, means only one operand is required, for it, and compile times it will executed, and defining what is the size of the variable or any pointer or array you are using. So this is nothing but the size of operator. So suppose if you are putting the program where you have to define the size of each of the data types, say, like for example size of integer, size of character, size of float, size of double, and when you are displaying the size of all these data type, so you will get how many bytes it will require to store that particular data type. For example, we check like integer is for 4 byte, character is for 1 byte, float is for 4 byte, and double is for 8 byte. So it will give us the size, how many bytes required to store that particular variable. So there are different types of variables are there: local variable, global variable, static variable, automatic variable, extend variable, and register variable. So these are the different types of variables which we are using. So we will see more about this data type into the next series. um, about the escape sequences, so these are the sequences which we are generally use in printf statement when we have to do the formatting of the output. Then we are using such kind of sequences. So there are multiple sequences are there. For example, slash n is there, which is used to for the new line, for slash b is for the backspace, or generally we are using slash t for the horizontal tab, or slash v for the vertical tab, and slash 0 is for null character. So these are the different um, sequences we are using for the formatting of our output. So we'll see the small programming, like how we have to start with the programming. So basically we have created here 3 different variables: integer number 1, number 2 and sum. Number 1 we have assigned with 10, number 2 we are assigning with 20. Sum equal to number 1 plus number 2, so we are doing the addition, and then we are displaying %d plus %d equal to %d. So now first %d is number 1, second %d is number 2, and third %d is denoted to sum. So number 1 is 10, number 2 is 20, and sum is 10 plus 20, 30. So this should be the output, 10 plus 20 equal to 30. So this is your output. So this is a case 1 where we have created 3 different variables, assigning it and displaying the thing. Now the case number 2 where we have creating the variable and doing the assignment on the same statement. So integer number 1 equal to 40, number 2 equal to 50, and then we are creating one more variable which is sum. So sum equal to num1 plus 2, number 2. So it will defining 40 plus 50 equal to 90. So this is your second case. Now in the third case, suppose you don't want any static program, like you don't require a particular number 1 and number 2 value will be fixed. Like in the previous two cases, it is 10 and 20 or 40 or 50. It can be the user defined. User can enter any value in your program. So in that case, you have to use printf enter two integers. So you have to scan it. Two integers you have to scan, %d we are using. First %d is denoted to the number 1 and second % is denoted to the number 2. We are doing the sum as usual, sum equal to number 1 plus number 2, and we are printing the thing. So whenever the program will be run, it will ask for the two different integers. So enter two integers. So it will defining, you can enter any integers 12 and 11. So it will give you the addition of 12 plus 11 which is equal to 23, and it will be displaying your output. So this is all about the variables, how you can use the variables along with their data types, their initialization, their declaration, their assignments, and how it will be used in the program along with their format specifier uh, is given there. For more updates, you can join the YouTube channel or you can click on the website for the more updates and the next series. Thank you so much.